Jamie Genevieve, her new makeup brand VIEVE. Welcome to Beauty Boss. Congratulations!
How exciting to actually be talking about this.
Cheers and congratulations. Were you just going to drink it?
No.
You weren't even going to toast me. To VIEVE.
To VIEVE.
Well, my favourite thing is when someone was like, oh, how come it's called that? I was like, Jamie Jenner.
VIEVE. See, it's smart. I really like the name VIEVE. It means Joie de
Like
vivre.
a French accent there.
Joie de vivre.
Right, let's get down to business. We're both going to do our makeup, incorporating VIEVE into the look. Yeah. But you have gone away and you have created 2 possible Beauty Boss looks.
Oh, imagine one was a skull and one was a clown. I'm like...
So look 1, I'm drawn to because I'm rubbish at doing a smoky eye and I feel I've got Jamie Genevieve in the room. Now's the time to learn. Look 2, love this lip shade, but I have a fear of that cap look. Okay, do you know what? I love them both. Pick one.
Oh God.
Right, let's do it. We're doing it. That's the one. You're going to teach me how to do a cap flick. Right, this is a joy. We've taken all our makeup off. We've brought all the products that we would normally use at home. There's just one big difference. We are incorporating...
It's got a little bit of VIEVE spice to it.
A little bit of VIEVE sprinkled in. We are going with Beauty Boss look 2.
Did you love that I laminated it? I literally was sitting cross-legged on my office floor feeding the laminator and it came out and I was like...
I might be the beauty boss, but now today you are the boss, you are directing me. Where do we begin?
I actually haven't been using foundation lately, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter.
Chanel Healthy Glow Foundation, and then I just take the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. I can just speed up and do 2 steps in one.
So where I feel like I need coverage, which is under my eyes, side of my nose, chin, a little bit in the centre of my forehead, I like to add coverage with my concealer. So this is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. There we go, give it a little buff. Okay, so the next thing that I like to do on my own face is sculpt. The product that I like to use, Nars Pot Concealer. If you're scared of a product, you're using something new and you think this might be a little bit too heavy for me, is go into your product and then I would just tap it off so you can see the product. And then whatever's left in your brush is going to be much more minimal, right?
Like there?
Yeah.
I'm very into the sculpting. I look a bit like J-Lo.
You look exactly like J-Lo.
What do we do now? Okay,
so I like to powder now. I have here my Laura Mercier TLSP, we call it in the biz.
Look how different the colours are.
Yeah, so mine is, it looks a lot more yellow, but it's still translucent.
Amazing. I've got the Pat McGrath setting powder.
So what I do is I pick up my loose powder, I really flatten the brush into the product, and what that's going to do is it's going to stop the brush collecting all that product right at the tip. And I like to use this pat in motion. It'll set our makeup without disrupting any of the work we've put in underneath. That looks really good.
Ah, amazing.
Okay, and then now I'm literally going to finish off my skin with a little bit of bronzer and blusher.
What bronzer you got there?
So I've got the Charlotte Tilbury. So you can see this is quite deep for me.
Yeah, that is deep.
This is something that I used to do when I was younger. So to save money, I would get a bronzer that was a little bit too dark and I would just use a lot less of it.
Does that work?
According to 17-year-old me, yes, and it's a habit that I've not really lost.
Stopped. Amazing. Okay, so I'm using Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess.
A little bit of sunshine on the nose, and I just think,
don't mind me, I'm just gonna.
So with blusher for me, it's the same thing. I keep it really nice and high, and I like to keep it on the fullest part of my cheeks. So this blush here is Tiger Lily by BECCA, and you can see it looks pretty bright orange. I never used to wear a blush at all until someone said to me, for my wedding date, they were like, please wear blush, just please, because otherwise you're gonna look really monochromatic, just nude. And I've never looked back.
Brows. I'm just gonna use a tinted brow gel, Delilah.
I'm gonna use a clear brow gel and then a tinted brow gel. I just think that it builds my brows up a little bit fuller. You've got great brows.
Oh, thanks.
No, they're great, they're great.
Okay, so we've done brows, what's next?
It's time.
Oh, is this it? Is this the moment?
Yeah, VIEVE time. Okay, what we're gonna do is, this is Nova Glow highlight.
So I would normally look at this and think, this is too light for me. I'd be more around this shade.
Okay.
But you've picked this for me.
The reason I want you to use this one is because I want to show that there's no cast to these products. And a cast is when you apply a product and from the side you've got this gorgeous glow, but when you face forward, you've got a bit of a greyness. Have you ever seen that before?
Yes.
Right, okay, so we don't have that with our highlights. And what I'm gonna do is just lightly put a soft layer of that on. Ooh. So see what I mean? And these are very buttery. Some people with drier skins, powdery highlights can sit on top of their skin and it does the opposite of what a highlight's supposed to do. Another thing that I love to do, I'm going to go in And I love, see, for a night out, see, adding a little touch to the old bod.
Look at your shoulder.
Yeah, look at that. Wouldn't you look at me and think, wow, she's made such an effort. It took me 2 seconds, no effort involved. That's my kind of trickery. So I would say it's eyes next.
The bit I'm least confident about.
So this is our essential palette. By accident, I ended up dipping into my colours and then flipping it over to do my makeup, and then you can see your whole face in the mirror.
How has no one thought of that before? That's really smart.
But I feel like an inventor or something.
I mean, I think you just are. I don't think you have to feel like it. I think you are.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the shade Buff.
Buff.
Right?
And how? So you're just tapping
Tap,
it in?
tap, tap. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look down into my mirror. Okay. I'm going to use this big brush, and I'm just going to go like this. Quickest eyeshadow of your life.
Oh, that's nice.
And now, whatever shadows that we put on top of that are going to blend easier. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into Delicious. If you get your palette and you look down into your eye, do you see that you can naturally see where your socket lies? So instead of looking forward, looking right at you, I'm looking like this. And you're being really gentle.
I'm being really gentle.
I can see. Well, I think it looks really good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Really. Let's go into a little bit of depth at the lash line.
Depth at the lash. Oh.
It'll be fine.
This is going to be fun. I can't do this.
You can do this. It's going to be really easy, and you know the best way to start is lighter, and then you can always build it up darker later, right? So we're going to just create a little bit of dimension just at the end of the eye.
Okay.
And that's going to elongate the eye, and it's going to give us a little bit more feline vibes, right? It's a little bit sassy. It's a little bit sassy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the shade Lava Rock.
Tapping it in.
Yep, tap, tap, tap. And what we're going to do is we're going to look down into our mirror, and I'm going to stamp that along the lash line. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't started.
No, I can see. I just got really excited because you're really doing it, Sarah. Okay, see, it's not much commitment. It's fine, so you can go back in with a little bit more pigment. Yeah, stamp it, and then do you know what's nice as well? See, when you get to the lash line, give it a little wiggle. You're really doing it. You're really doing it. You don't have faith in yourself. Okay, so this is the step that you're a wee bit nervous of, but I'm going to let you continue. This is looking good. And you've even done a little wing, which you said you couldn't do.
I mean, not on purpose.
Well, there you go. You've done it.
How am I going to do the other side?
With determination. Try and keep your eye open. Oh, that's good. Look, so look in the mirror. You need to...
Oh, that's gone wrong.
It's gone a wee bit wrong. This is a great chance to show you how to fix it. It's easy. Let's get your concealer, right? And you're going to use that like a rubber. So just, yeah, underneath, yeah, and that's going to tidy it up, yeah. Neaten it up, yeah. And it's going to help it blend, right? Everything's fixable. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go in with the shade Glimmer. I love using the All-Nighter setting spray from Urban. Do you want some?
Yeah. It gives like a wet look.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I think it's time for a little bit of mascara. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Lash Freak. And you've got
Gucci mascara.
Yeah.
Very separating, very lengthening. Is it time for lips?
Time for lips. For me, lipstick is such a personal thing, and I want you to pick what colour you want to wear. So you've got in front of you, you've got 90s, you've got Coming In Hot, and you've got Powersuit. So Powersuit's this one here that I'm going to wear.
I'm going to go with this one, Coming In Hot.
Coming In Hot. Okay,
let's do
perfect.
it.
Right, so the way that I pair these is always with a lip liner.
So I don't actually wear lip liner very often.
I'm going to show you a really easy way to wear lip liner. What we should do is we should go straight from the bullet and apply this first.
Okay.
So I'm going to just fire this on.
How's that?
Gorge.
I love
Oh,
the
that's
colour.
such a nice nude on you. These lip liners are really pigmented, but when you use them with the lipstick, they are so creamy that you can blend both colours really easily together. So I always start in the middle and I just sketch over my Cupid's bow. That's nice.
Yeah.
So you'll feel it's like a super comfortable matte finish. It's gorge. I can tell this is a VIEVE face.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Eyeshadows, lipsticks, liners, highlighters. It's very exciting. Jamie, congratulations. As I said, Jamie Genevieve.
VIEVE.